Alright, Algebra 1 students, welcome to your 3.2 notes. I would also like to be riding my bicycle, but instead, I'm going to do math with you, and then we can go ride our bikes. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We're solving inequalities using addition and subtraction. We will solve and graph. So here we go. First one, m minus 14 is less than or equal to 10. Folks, what we're going to do is treat this inequality as if it's an equation. So we will just simply add 14 to each side. And I'll have m is less than or equal to 10 plus 14, which is 24. Now, as we've seen, that means that we need to go to the graph. And I'm going to make up a point right here, and I'm going to call that 24. Since this is less than or equal to, I'm going to use a closed circle, and the arrow will go to the left. Piece of cake if you know how to do the first step of solving equations, and then you know how to do the second of graphing an inequality. It's just putting those two things together. Alright, similar problem on number 2. We will subtract 8.6 from each side. And we'll have z is less than, and we would get 5.4 over there. So z is less than 5.4. Again, just make up a spot where you want to have your 5.4. I'm going to put it right here, 5.4. And then less than tells me that we have an open circle, and it's less than, so that again the arrow goes to the left. That's it. Just solve a one-step equation, then graph the solution. Same process we've done before many times. All right. So with that being said, why don't you guys give it a shot on 3 and 4. Pause the video, do those two, and then see how your answers compare to mine. All right, welcome back, folks. You can see my answers. On number 3, it was a less than 15. So notice that we have an open circle at 15, and then we would just simply draw the arrow pointing to the left. Whereas on number 4, g is greater than or equal to 15. So this time it's a filled in circle. Maybe I should make that circle a little more obvious. And the arrow this time points to the right since it's a greater than problem. Alright, let's do a little bit more of this work. Number 5, negative y minus 4 plus 2y greater than 11. Now, this is a pretty quick problem, but you got to make sure you're paying attention here. We got a negative y plus 2y, so I'm going to rewrite that as y minus 4 is greater than 11, and then we would just add 4 to each side, and I'm going to go work over to the right here and say y then is greater than 15. Apparently, all inequalities have an answer of 15. That's not true, by the way, but we've run into a lot today. So y is greater than 15. Open circle right there, arrow to the right. Okay, let's go down to number 6. I know you guys love fractions. I didn't want to cheat you on that, so we have an opportunity to practice those. 2/3 plus v minus 7/9 is less than or equal to 0. Now, what I'm looking at is essentially I just need to combine this term and this term before I do the other work, and this denominator is 3, this one's 9. So what I'm going to do is multiply this first problem by, or this first fraction I should say, by 3 over 3 and make that 6 over 9. So 6/9 minus 7/9. Now I can rewrite that, and we know that 6/9 minus 7/9 is the same as minus 1/9. And again, I'm going to scoot over here to the right so I have a little more space. We need to add 1/9 to each side. And v is less than or equal to 1/9. Now again, we're just going to pick where we want 1/9 to be. I'm going to put it there. I don't really need to jam it up close to 0. It really doesn't matter. We're determining the scale. So draw it as you wish. And it should look something like that. Alright, let's pause again, and you guys do number 7 on your own. Welcome back. You can see my work. I got the y was less than or equal to 6. So then I went ahead and graphed it. Remember, less than equal to means that circle needs to be closed or filled in, as you see there. All right, one more slide. This is kind of an interesting topic. It's asking, are the two inequalities in each pair equivalent? So what I'm going to do is just simply look at the first one. 23 is less than or equal to -6 plus c. I want to get c by itself. So I'm going to add 6 to each side and just rewrite it as it is. 29 is less than or equal to c. Now, I might want to go ahead and flip this around so I know that c is greater than or equal to 29. Just reverse sides. When you do that, you have to change the inequality as well. And then all I'm doing is comparing these two and saying, are they the same? And of course, the answer is yes, with an exclamation point. All right, why don't you guys give that same concept a shot on number 9. So pause it, compare your answers, and listen to about 15 more seconds of a pretty awesome Queen song. All right, folks, welcome back. You can see my work on number 9. Those are not equivalent. And now that you're done with notes, go ride your bicycle. Have a good day. We'll see you, folks. Come ready to work.